Hello, this is T. Chase recording this video on April 26, 2015. This video is on the possibility of a giant earthquake and or tidal wave occurring in California this year in 2015. Either Southern California or Northern California, which could be a magnitude 8 or magnitude 9. Now, first of all, I'll mention that there has been some, as I record this, April 26, 2015, has been some increased earthquake and volcano activity, with a large earthquake occurring in Nepal, and that just occurred, and there was explosion of a large volcano in Chile, South America. So what I'm wondering is earthquake and volcano activity heating up now, and will it continue with massive earthquakes and volcanoes in 2015? Because in April this month, 2015, the CERN LHC particle accelerator was turned on again in France. Does the particle accelerator, the LHC giant particle accelerator, now turned on again at higher power, does it have a side effect of creating gravity waves which could initiate earthquakes and volcanoes around the world? If that's the case, then you may see increasing giant earthquakes and volcanoes around the world occurring April, May, June 2015 and continuing in 2015. I think the reason I'm saying that too is there's some history on that. If you look back, February 26, 2010, just as the CERN LHC particle accelerator was turned on again, there were earthquakes occurring. A 7.0 quake in Japan, February 26, and in Chile, South America, a giant 8.8 quake occurred then, February 26 and 27, 2010, as CERN was turned on. The other thing is as in March 2011, there was a giant 9.0 earthquake in Japan off the coast, causing the tsunami tidal wave hitting Japan. And that was also as the CERN LHC particle accelerator was being turned on in March 12 and 13, 2011, after a winter rest. I wonder if there is a connection there. So now in April 2015, CERN is turned on again at a much increased power. Could that cause these increased gravity waves, causing possibly as a side effect gigantic earthquakes and volcanoes around the world, continuing April, May, June 2015. Now, one thing I do in looking at many subjects, I use what is called the King James Version Bible Code. The Bible Code is a way of looking for what is called equidistant letter sequence ELS searches. But I do this in the King James Version Bible in English. So I wondered if there could be signs of California earthquake occurring in the Bible code. And what I got here is what's called a Bible code matrix, where in the New Testament of the Bible in English, I search for words related to a California earthquake. The concern is that a giant earthquake could hit in California, causing a magnitude 8 or 9 quake in Southern California or Northern California. There's also a undersea fault line off the Pacific Northwest coast that could cause a giant 9 quake and a giant tsunami hitting Northern California and Oregon and Washington State. That could also happen. Now, in this first Bible Code matrix, what I did was a New Testament search, keyword Andreas, as in the San Andreas Fault, and I found this matrix shown here that has contains Andreas, as in the San Andreas Fault, then sudden destruction, earthquake, and 8, as in magnitude 8, and also the word San, as in San Andreas Fault. The highway, indicating highways damaged by the earthquake, great possessions damaged by the earthquake. Now here's another matrix. So that matrix was at Matthew 19:22 to Revelation 11:13. Now I'll show you another matrix. This one is Old Testament, and it used keyword San Andreas, and it is at Numbers 138 to Ezra 1:8 in the King James Version Bible, and it contains San Andreas and 8 as the magnitude 8 quake. You may, by looking at these, find other words of interest in these. And the next matrix is a New Testament, Matthew 27:54 to Phil 2:19, keyword Andreas, and it contains Andreas, an earthquake, and 8 as in magnitude 8, and phrases be divided, he cannot stand, sand, thrust us out, possibly about an earthquake, and be broken, and the dead, and also from beneath, where an earthquake comes from below. Then this matrix is on the possibility of a giant tidal wave hitting California. As I said, from that giant Cascadia undersea fault line off the Pacific Northwest coast could cause a giant tidal wave and a magnitude 9 undersea quake. This matrix was from a Old Testament search with keyword California. The matrix is at Psalm 40:10 to Isaiah 46, and it contains California and wave, and great, the highway, which California has plenty of, the waters are come, and valley, and river, and the phrase is in the earth, in the seas, and all deep, and terrors, and death, and be broken. Then the next matrix is similar with keyword California, and is at Psalm 40:10 to Isaiah 46, and it contains California, wave, terrors, in heavens, save us, in earth, in the seas, go down to death, be broken, carcasses were torn, the highway, as in California has a lot of, and river. So see more on my website and other videos on these subjects. So as I said, that's a concern, is that this increased earthquake activity could be occurring in 2015, including possibility of giant quake occurring in California, and in April, May, June, possibly rest of 2015. giant quakes and volcanoes around the world. Giant quakes and volcanoes occurring around the world and possibly could in California. Thank you.